There comes a time in every person's life when they must confront the undeniable truth. Who they are today is not who they are destined to be. Life has a way of breaking us down, stripping away our confidence, testing our resilience, and forcing us to face our deepest fears. But in that moment of struggle, in that moment when the world seems determined to keep you down, you are given a choice. Will you remain in the ruins of your past, defined by your failures, disappointments, and regrets? Or will you rise, stronger and wiser, with a new vision, a new purpose, and a new determination? Rebuilding yourself is not an easy task, nor is it for the faint of heart. It requires you to shatter the illusion of comfort, to let go of old habits that no longer serve you, and to embrace the discipline of self-mastery. It demands that you take full responsibility for your future, refusing to let circumstances dictate your destiny. Success, power, and greatness are not granted to those who wait. They are forged in the fires of perseverance and unwavering belief. You must understand that within you lies untapped potential, a force so powerful that if harnessed correctly, it can rebuild your life into something extraordinary. But potential alone is not enough. You must ignite it with action, shape it with discipline, and fuel it with an unshakable vision. The journey to rebuilding yourself begins the moment you decide that nothing, not failure, not fear, not even the weight of your past, will stop you from becoming the person you were meant to be. Taking full responsibility for your life is the first and most crucial step in rebuilding yourself. It means acknowledging that your current circumstances are a result of your past decisions, actions, and mindset. It requires you to stop blaming external forces such as your upbringing, financial status, or even the people around you for where you are today. While certain events may have been out of your control, how you respond to them is entirely up to you. This shift in mindset is essential because as long as you believe someone else is responsible for your problems, you will remain stuck in them. The moment you accept full accountability, you reclaim the power to change your life. Many people live their lives in a state of passivity, waiting for external changes to improve their circumstances. They believe that once the economy stabilizes, once they get a lucky break, or once someone helps them, they will be able to move forward. This belief system is flawed because it places the power of transformation outside of themselves. When you take responsibility, you shift from being a passive observer to an active participant in your own life. You understand that if something needs to change, it is you who must initiate that change. The first step in taking responsibility is self-reflection. Look honestly at your life and ask yourself how your choices have led to your current situation. This is not about self-blame or dwelling on the past with regret, but about learning from your past mistakes and making better choices moving forward. If you are not where you want to be, financially, in your career, or in your personal relationships, ask yourself what decisions contributed to this outcome. Identify patterns, habits, and beliefs that have held you back and be willing to let them go. Once you acknowledge your role in shaping your life, the next step is to take decisive action. It is not enough to recognize your mistakes. You must actively work to correct them. If you are not in good health, take responsibility by committing to a healthier lifestyle. If you are not satisfied with your job, take responsibility by learning new skills, networking, or seeking better opportunities. Every action you take is a step toward a better future. Small daily improvements compounded over time will create significant change. Taking responsibility also means letting go of excuses. Excuses are the enemy of progress. It is easy to say that you don't have enough time, resources, or support, but the truth is that countless people have overcome far greater obstacles because they refuse to make excuses. Instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on what you can do with what you have. Resourcefulness is a key trait of those who succeed. They do not wait for perfect conditions. They start with what they have and build from there. Another important aspect of responsibility is emotional control. Life is unpredictable and challenges will arise. Taking responsibility means managing your reactions and staying disciplined even in difficult times. Instead of allowing setbacks to derail you, use them as learning experiences. Understand that failure is a temporary state and not a permanent condition. Those who take responsibility do not dwell on failures. They analyze them, extract lessons, and move forward with greater wisdom. Taking responsibility also extends to the people you allow into your life. Your environment plays a significant role in your mindset and progress. If you surround yourself with negative, toxic, or complacent individuals, their influence will hold you back. Instead, take responsibility for your relationships by seeking out people who uplift, challenge, and inspire you. Be intentional about the company you keep, as it will shape your thoughts, beliefs, and ultimately your success. Taking responsibility is not a one-time decision, but a continuous process. Every day presents new choices and challenges, and it is up to you to decide how you will respond. When you make responsibility a habit, you build resilience, confidence, and a sense of control over your destiny. You stop waiting for life to happen to you and start making life happen for you. This mindset shift is what separates those who merely survive from those who thrive. Developing a strong and clear vision is essential when rebuilding yourself. Without a vision, you're like a ship sailing without a destination, drifting aimlessly without direction. A vision provides clarity, purpose, and motivation. It acts as a roadmap that guides your decisions, actions, and daily habits. It allows you to focus your energy on what truly matters and avoid distractions that do not contribute to your long-term success. A strong vision creates a sense of urgency and commitment, pushing you forward even when obstacles arise. The first step in developing your vision is to define what you truly want. Many people struggle because they do not have a clear idea what success means to them. They follow societal expectations or compare themselves to others instead of identifying their own path. To build a strong vision, take the time to reflect on your passions, values, and long-term desires. Ask yourself what kind of life you want to live, what impact you want to make, and what legacy you want to leave behind. The clearer your vision, the easier it will be to take action toward achieving it. Once you have defined your vision, write it down in specific detail. A vague goal like, "I want to be successful," is not enough. Instead, describe exactly what success looks like for you. If you want financial freedom, specify how much money you need and what lifestyle you want to maintain. If you want to improve your health, outline specific fitness goals and dietary habits. Writing down your vision solidifies your commitment and makes it more tangible. It also serves as a reference point to keep you focused when distractions arise. A powerful vision also requires emotional connection. It is not just about setting goals. It is about feeling deeply connected to the outcome. Visualize your ideal future as if it has already happened. Imagine the emotions you will feel when you achieve your dream: joy, confidence, fulfillment. The stronger your emotional connection to your vision, the more motivated you will be to take action. When challenges arise, your vision will remind you why you started and keep you moving forward. Another key aspect of developing a vision is aligning your daily actions with your long-term goals. Many people have dreams but fail to take consistent action. They get stuck in routines that do not serve them, wasting time on distractions and habits that do not contribute to their success. To turn your vision into reality, break it down into actionable steps. Identify what needs to be done daily, weekly, and monthly to bring you closer to your goal. Discipline and consistency are essential in making progress. Surrounding yourself with the right influences also plays a crucial role in maintaining your vision. Negative environments and unsupportive people can weaken your motivation and make you doubt your potential. Seek out mentors, books, and communities that align with your vision. Learn from those who have already achieved what you aspire to. Their experiences and insights will provide valuable guidance and inspiration. Protect your mind from negativity and stay focused on what you want to create. A strong vision must also be adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances may change. Your goals and aspirations may evolve as you grow and gain new experiences. Being flexible does not mean giving up on your vision, but rather adjusting your approach when necessary. If obstacles force you to take a different route, stay committed to the end goal while being open to new opportunities and possibilities. Adaptability ensures that you continue moving forward despite challenges. Finally, take ownership of your vision and believe in your ability to achieve it. Doubt and fear are natural, but they should not control your decision. The most successful people have unwavering belief in themselves, even when others doubt them. Trust that your vision is possible and take action with confidence. Keep pushing forward, no matter how slow the progress may seem. Each step brings you closer to your ultimate goal. Overcoming limiting beliefs is essential when rebuilding yourself. These beliefs act as invisible chains that keep you stuck in the same patterns, preventing growth and success. They often develop over time through negative experiences, societal conditioning, or self-doubt. If you do not address these mental barriers, they will continue to sabotage your progress. The way you think determines the way you act, and the way you act determines the results you get. To truly rebuild yourself, you must first break free from the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. The first step in overcoming limiting beliefs is to identify them. Many people are unaware of the negative thoughts that control their actions. These thoughts often manifest as self-doubt, fear, or excuses. You might find yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough. I don't have the skills," or "success is for other people, not me." These beliefs may seem like facts, but they are simply assumptions that have been reinforced over time. Take time to examine your thought patterns and recognize the beliefs that are limiting your potential. Write them down and question their validity. Ask yourself whether they are based on real evidence or just fears and insecurities. Once you identify your limiting beliefs, challenge them with new, empowering beliefs. Your mind will always try to confirm what you already believe, so you must consciously reprogram it. Replace negative thoughts with affirmation and evidence of your capability. If you have always believed that you are not good at something, look for instances where you have succeeded or improved in similar areas. If you fear failure, remind yourself that every successful person has faced setbacks but continued moving forward. The more you reinforce new beliefs, the more they will shape your reality. Another crucial step is to take action despite fear. Many limiting beliefs stem from the fear of failure, rejection, or discomfort. The truth is that growth happens outside of your comfort zone. When you take action, even in small ways, you prove to yourself that your fears are often exaggerated. Every step you take in the direction of your goals weakens the grip of self-doubt. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the ability to move forward despite it. The more you challenge yourself, the more confident you become in your ability to succeed. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is another powerful way to overcome limiting beliefs. The people you spend time with have a significant impact on your mindset. If you are constantly around negative or discouraging individuals, their words will reinforce your doubts. Seek out mentors, books, and communities that inspire growth and positivity. Learn from those who have broken through similar barriers and achieved success. Their stories will remind you that overcoming limiting beliefs is possible and that you are capable of more than you think. Taking control of your internal dialogue is essential in this process. Your mind is always listening, and the words you use to speak to yourself shape your reality. Instead of criticizing yourself for past mistakes, acknowledge your growth and progress. Instead of saying, "I can't," ask, "How can I?" Instead of focusing on obstacles, focus on solutions. The way you talk to yourself determines your level of confidence and motivation. By consistently reinforcing positive and empowering thoughts, you gradually reshape your mindset and remove the mental blocks that have been holding you back. Developing mental toughness is crucial when rebuilding yourself. Life will inevitably throw obstacles your way, testing your patience, endurance, and ability to persevere. Without mental resilience, even the smallest setbacks can feel like insurmountable challenges. Many people give up on their goals not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they lack the mental toughness to keep going when things get difficult. If you want to rebuild yourself, you must cultivate a mindset that refuses to break under pressure, one that remains focused, disciplined, and unshaken by external circumstances. One of the key elements of mental toughness is learning to embrace discomfort. Growth does not happen in ease and comfort. It happens when you step outside of what feels familiar and challenge yourself. Whether it's waking up earlier, pushing yourself in your workouts, or working longer hours on your goals. Every difficult action you take builds resilience. The more you expose yourself to challenges, the more your mind adapts and strengthens. Instead of avoiding difficulties, lean into them. See them as an opportunity to grow stronger rather than as a reason to give up. Another important factor in mental toughness is mastering your emotions. Emotions are powerful and can either fuel your success or lead to your downfall. Fear, frustration, and doubt can paralyze you if you let them take control. Mentally tough individuals do not let emotions dictate their actions. They feel fear but act anyway. They experience frustration but keep pushing forward. Instead of reacting impulsively, they pause, evaluate the situation logically, and make decisions that align with their long-term goals. Learning to manage your emotions will prevent you from making decisions that sabotage your progress. Building mental toughness also requires developing self-discipline. Many people rely on motivation to take action, but motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, is what keeps you going even when you don't feel like it. Mentally tough individuals do what needs to be done regardless of their mood. They don't allow temporary feelings to dictate their actions. Discipline is a muscle, and the more you practice it, the stronger it gets. Whether it's sticking to your daily habits, maintaining a strong work ethic, or keeping commitments to yourself, self-discipline is what separates those who succeed from those who quit. Another crucial aspect of mental toughness is learning to control your thoughts. Your thoughts create your reality, and if you constantly entertain negative or self-defeating thoughts, you will weaken your mental strength. Mentally tough people guard their minds carefully. They replace negative self-talk with empowering beliefs. Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," they say, "I will find a way." Instead of dwelling on past failures, they focus on what they can learn and how they can improve. By training your mind to focus on solutions rather than problems, you build the resilience needed to keep moving forward. Finally, mental toughness is about perseverance. Life will test your resolve, and there will be moments when you feel like giving up. Those who succeed are not the ones who never face difficulties, but the ones who refuse to quit. They see failure as a lesson rather than as a final verdict. They keep pushing forward, even when progress is slow. Every setback is an opportunity to develop resilience. When you commit to never giving up, no obstacle can stop you from achieving your goals. Surrounding yourself with the right people is one of the most important factors in rebuilding yourself. The people you spend the most time with have a direct influence on your mindset, habits, and success. If you are constantly around negative, unmotivated, or toxic individuals, their energy will inevitably pull you down. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with ambitious, disciplined, and positive people, you will naturally absorb their mindset and behaviors. One of the first steps in rebuilding yourself is evaluating your current circle. Take a hard look at the people you interact with regularly. Do they inspire and push you toward growth, or do they drain your energy and keep you stagnant? Many people hold on to relationships out of loyalty, history, or fear of loneliness, even when those relationships are toxic or unhelpful. However, if you truly want to change your life, you must have the courage to distance yourself from anyone who is not aligned with your vision for the future. This doesn't mean cutting people off cruelly, but rather recognizing that your personal growth requires a different environment. Once you remove toxic influences, the next step is intentionally seeking out people who will uplift and challenge you. Look for individuals who have the qualities you admire, whether it's discipline, ambition, kindness, or resilience. If you want to be successful, spend time with successful people. If you want to be more positive, surround yourself with those who radiate positivity. The more time you spend with people who embody the values you aspire to, the more those traits will naturally become part of who you are. A great way to connect with like-minded individuals is by joining communities that align with your goals. Whether it's a mastermind group, a professional network, or a fitness community, being part of a group with shared aspirations will keep you motivated and accountable. When you surround yourself with people who are striving for greatness, you will be less likely to settle for mediocrity. Their drive and determination will push you to become better, work harder, and stay committed to your growth. In addition to surrounding yourself with the right people in real life, be mindful of the influences you consume online, the books you read, the podcasts you listen to, and the social media content you engage with all play a role in shaping your mindset. If you constantly consume negativity, gossip, or distractions, your mind will be cluttered with unproductive thoughts. But if you fill your mind with knowledge, motivation, and success-oriented content, you will continuously grow. Treat your mental environment with the same care you give to your physical environment. Finally, surrounding yourself with the right people doesn't just mean finding mentors and successful individuals to look up to, but also means being that person for others. Be the kind of friend, leader, or mentor who encourages growth, challenges mediocrity, and inspires those around you. When you contribute to others' success, you strengthen your own mindset and reinforce the values you want to embody. The more you pour into others with a spirit of positivity and ambition, the more you will attract the right people into your life. Taking action is the key that unlocks every door to success and transformation. Many people spend years thinking about what they want, planning their goals and dreaming about the future, but they never take the necessary steps to turn those ideas into reality. The truth is, knowledge without action is useless. Intentions without execution lead nowhere. If you want to rebuild yourself, you must be willing to take consistent and deliberate action, even when it feels uncomfortable. One of the biggest reasons people hesitate to take action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of making mistakes. These are the invisible chains that hold many people back. They tell themselves they're not ready yet, that they need more preparation, that the timing isn't right. But the perfect moment will never come. The only way to overcome fear is to step forward despite it. Growth happens when you push past the boundaries of comfort. Every successful person has faced doubt, setbacks, and moments of uncertainty, but they took action anyway. They understood that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey toward it. Taking action doesn't mean making reckless decisions or rushing into things without a plan. It means committing to progress no matter how small the steps may be. If you're trying to improve your health, start by exercising for 10 minutes a day. If you're working on a new skill, dedicate just 15 minutes to practice. If you want to build a business, make one phone call, send one email, or write one page. The secret is in momentum. Small actions repeated daily create massive results over time. Too often people wait for motivation before they take action, but action itself creates motivation. The moment you start moving, your energy shifts and you begin to see what's possible. Another obstacle to taking action is overthinking. Many people get stuck in analysis paralysis, endlessly researching, comparing options, and trying to make the perfect decision. But perfection is an illusion. Success is built on trial and error, learning through experience, and adjusting along the way. The most important thing is to start. Start before you feel ready. Start without knowing all the answers, because clarity comes from action, not thought. When you begin to take steps forward, the path unfolds in ways you never could have predicted from the sidelines. It's also essential to hold yourself accountable. Set clear goals and track your progress. Write down what you need to accomplish each day and make sure you follow through. If you struggle with discipline, find an accountability partner, someone who will push you to stay on track and remind you of your commitment. When you know that someone is expecting results results from you, it becomes much harder to make excuses. Finally, taking action means embracing persistence. The journey to rebuilding yourself will not be smooth or easy. There will be challenges, moments of doubt, and obstacles that test your resolve. But those who succeed are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who refuse to quit. They push forward even when progress is slow. They keep moving even when it feels like nothing is happening, because they understand that every action, no matter how small, is bringing them closer to the person they are meant to become.